Some players adapt to clubs, others redefine them. Zlatan Ibrahimovic didn't just play for teams, he transformed them. Wherever he went, success followed. From Ajax to Milan, PSG to Manchester United, even across the ocean to LA Galaxy. Zlatan didn't just join clubs, he changed their DNA. With over 570 career goals, 34 trophies, and a personality larger than the sport itself, Zlatan's story isn't about fitting in. It's about forcing football to fit him. This is the story of how Zlatan changed every club he played for. When Ajax signed a young Swedish striker from Malmö in 2001, no one quite knew what to expect. At a club obsessed with system and structure, Zlatan was chaos. He dribbled when he wasn't supposed to, scored when no one thought he could. That solo goal against NAC Breda, dancing through half the team, was more than a highlight. It was a warning shot. He helped Ajax win 2 Eredivisie titles and a KNVB Cup, scoring over 40 goals in 3 seasons. But more importantly, he gave Ajax something they hadn't seen in years: swagger. As Zlatan once said, "You can take the boy out of Sweden, but you can't take Zlatan out of the boy." He didn't blend into Ajax's system, he bent it around his brilliance. Then came Italy, where football was defined by tactics, discipline, and defense. But Zlatan, he brought chaos to order. At Juventus, under Fabio Capello, he sharpened his edge. From tricks to power, Zlatan became a ruthless finisher, scoring 26 goals in 2 seasons and helping Juve dominate Serie A. After the Calciopoli scandal, he moved to Inter Milan, and this is where the Zlatan myth exploded. He won 3 straight Serie A titles, was the league's top scorer in 2008 to 2009, and became the undisputed star of Italian football. Jose Mourinho once said, "Zlatan isn't the kind of player you coach, you just unleash him." Then came AC Milan, first on loan, then permanently. In 2011, he led them to their first Serie A title in 7 years, scoring 28 goals in 1 season. He turned Milan from doubters to believers, a team of talent into a team of winners. But there was one place Zlatan couldn't change: Barcelona. He arrived in 2009 for a record fee, scored 21 goals in his debut season, and still didn't fit. Pep Guardiola's Barca was about precision and collective beauty. Zlatan was about chaos and individuality. When Messi moved central, Zlatan was pushed aside. The result? Conflict, frustration, explosions. Zlatan's verdict years later: you don't buy a Ferrari and drive it like a Fiat. Barcelona was the one place that didn't bend to him, but that failure didn't break Zlatan. It fueled him. When Zlatan joined Paris Saint-Germain in 2012, the club was rich, ambitious, but unproven. He changed that instantly. In 4 seasons, Zlatan scored 156 goals in 180 matches, won 12 trophies, and became PSG's all-time top scorer at the time. He told Paris, "I came as a king, I leave as a legend." And he meant it. At Manchester United, many thought he was done. Too old, too slow. Instead, he led the team in scoring, netting 28 goals in 2016-17 and delivering the Europa League and League Cup. United fans saw not just a striker, but a leader who restored pride to Old Trafford. Then in Los Angeles, he turned MLS into his playground. His debut, a 40-yard volley in El Tráfico. Over 2 seasons, he scored 53 goals in 58 games and gave us one of football's most iconic quotes: "They needed Zlatan, so I gave them Zlatan." And when he returned to AC Milan in 2020, nearing 40 years old, everyone thought it was symbolic. One last dance. But Zlatan doesn't do cameos. He scored 33 goals across 2 seasons, led Milan back to their first Serie A title in 11 years, and became a mentor to an entire generation of players. Even at 40, he was the loudest voice in the locker room, the standard everyone chased. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's legacy isn't just about goals or trophies, it's about mentality. At Ajax, he brought flair. In Italy, dominance. In Paris, belief. At United, pride. And in Milan, immortality. He retired with 570 career goals, 34 trophies, and one unforgettable truth: Zlatan never adapted to football. Football adapted to him. He didn't just change clubs, He changed how clubs saw themselves. Because in Zlatan's world, there's only one rule. I came, I saw, I conquered. And then, he left them all stronger than before. Thanks for watching All Things Football. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment who you want to see in the next video.